the year. Hopefully your new year is going well. Hopefully you are, putting yourself first in a lot of things. Again, I know that we just take on so many things as nannies. I do business and I still freelance nanny every now and then. And gosh, y'all, sometimes I'm just exhausted. But I find joy in serving others and serving you and also serving myself. And there's nothing wrong with serving yourself. So I'll wait about one more minute and we will get started. Hopefully you can hear me okay. If anything cuts out, let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to keep an eye on the chat box. And yeah, all will be well. I've had a few questions. Do you need anything? Do you need any magazines and things like that? You don't have to have them for this, but later, we'll talk about creating your vision board. I actually have a virtual one and a what's it called? Oh gosh, a one in hand, I guess, an actual one. Hey, from Indiana. Hello. Your name says Samsung. Who is Samsung? Let me know your name. I'm in Texas. Let me know where you're watching from. I know a few of you, I know where some of you are from, but we may not know where everybody is from. I love that our industry is so diverse. We're all over the country. We are everywhere. Pittsburgh. Oh my gosh, I have family in Pittsburgh. You know any Gumbies? They're like everywhere. Um, yes, yes, yes. Hey, Sue. Hey, my friend. Oh, Jesse. You and um you and Samsung need to connect. Tamara. Thank you for, oh, Nanny Inspiration. Oh, hey, girl. Hey. North Carolina. I used to nanny in South Carolina. I was I guess you can call it semi-live-in because they moved from Texas and they went to San Diego, then they went to Greenville. And so I know Charlotte is like an hour from Greenville. So I love the Carolinas. It's so pretty. We're planning to do a retreat there. Okay, y'all. If you have never met me, I'm Stephanie Balcom. I nannied and was a house manager for 13 years. And of course, I still do freelance while I have an agency and I run Nanny Teas and I do some business coaching and I just live my life and, do all the things. And what I have found, again, as I mentioned before, in the nanny life, and a big part of the Nanny Teas brand is self-care. Okay. I am huge on self-care. I'm huge on wellness. I am huge on just, you know, taking care of yourself. So I am going to attempt to present via Canva here. So I'm going to pull up. You guys let me know if you can see my screen. Um, hopefully you can. Can you see my screen? Yes. Okay, I'm going to make this full screen as soon as I figure out how to do it. Here we go. Hopefully you all can see that. Can you see that? Awesome, awesome sauce. Okay. So welcome to our official Nanny Teas Vision Board party. Excited about tonight. So again, I am Stephanie, and just an overview of what tonight will look like. You can have a journal, a pen, paper, whatever you want. You can use your phone. I have so many things on my phone, it's crazy. I need to like put them on paper. Okay. I may be taking squigs every now and then, so don't mind me. Got the ultimate hydration drink, it's water. But we'll be doing some things on this presentation, off the presentation. I'll actually show you my vision board. I have a vision board and a life board. Excited to show you that. You can create a Pinterest account. You don't have to do that now, but I have a Pinterest account. I also have Asana, so I'm going to show you that. So just come with an open mind, get ready to implement some change, get ready to create a vision for your life that you will love, okay? All right, here's a little agenda for tonight. I gave a little welcome. We're going to talk about reflection of 2023 and our intentions for 2024. Okay, we'll do some guided visualization exercises. We'll talk about your vision board creation, and I can send this presentation out to you afterwards if you would like it. I don't mind at all. We'll talk about goal setting and action planning. I'll give you all some time to chat. if you feel comfortable. You do not have to share if you don't want to. Um, we're going to, I will probably come back to the accountability broadcast channel. That's something we'll kind of do along the year. We'll do some check-ins. I think it's important. I just don't believe in one and dones, because sometimes when we get started, we fall off a little bit. So it's important to have some check-ins along the way. Okay. And then we'll close and reflect. Okay. Again, I'm Stephanie, founder, CEO of Nanny Teas, nanny household manager for 13 years. And I'm going to say something about this picture. I took this picture during the hardest year of my life. 2022 was the year I lost my mother. Of course, in 2020, we found out she had cancer and some tumors. And of course, that was during a pandemic. And so I spent all of 2021 and 22 traveling back and forth from Texas to Kansas City, Missouri, trying to work, run Nanny Teas, run my agency. I mean, it was just a crazy busy time. And so I'll just say sometimes you never know the story behind a smile. And so my goal and one of my things that I believe in life is to be kind to one another. I've had to learn this over the years, not to say that I wasn't a kind person, but having gone through the death of a mother and having to physically take care of her. My dad was there too, thank God we have family, but literally changed my life, which is why I want to do things like this, because I believe in being intentional with living. And I always say, before you are a nanny, you are a person first. And so I want you to remember that. You know, a lot of us in the nanny industry, everything is about nanny life. I mean, literally, we wake up, we eat, sleep. I have a shirt about it. Eat, sleep, nanny, repeat. That's all we do. But my goal is for you to have a life outside of the nanny world. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure nobody's in the waiting room. So if you see me pop this up, then yay, Samsung, I'm so excited. Then that's what that is, okay? So we will get started. So let's take a moment, y'all, to reflect on 2023 and set our intentions for 2024. So just take a minute if you have your pen and paper, pencil, marker, whatever. Write down about 7 to 10 things about 2023, whether good, whether not so good, things you were proud of about yourself, whatever. Just reflect on 2023, and I'll give you a minute to do that. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I've got my paper and pen here. So we'll take some time to do that, about 2 minutes. Let's do that. All right, so after you write down your 2023 reflections, talk about what worked and what did not work. Perhaps you set a goal and, you know, you didn't quite meet it. Maybe you met a goal. So write that down. Take about a minute to write down what worked and what did not work. Okay, the next thing is, what do you want to change in 2024? Excuse that typo, I'm going to fix that. But what do you want to change in 2024? It can be anything from finances to your health, to your friendship circle, to your nanny job, finding a hobby. What would you like to change in 2024? My first thing is get more sleep. Hmm. All right. Would anybody be open to sharing just a reflection or a milestone from 2023? Feel free to unmute and have at it.
Sure. So in 2023, I had two big surgeries on both of my feet, and was off work for 4 months unpaid. So that kind of like set me back, but I was still like financially where I wanted to be, but I was still able to end the year debt free. So that, that felt good. And I started a new part-time job. And so I was with my family that I'd been with for 2 years in the afternoon, and I had to find a new family for the morning because the kids got older. And I found a really great job that I love for the morning too.
Good. Yay for debt freedom. That's a big goal of mine for this year. So kudos to you. You might have to share me your tips and tricks on that one. I love it.
Sure.
Good. Anybody else want to share real quick? Uh-oh, can you unmute, Sue? Let's see if I can help you. You see the option there to unmute? If you can't find it, can you tap it in type it in the chat box there? Can't hear you.
Okay,
Oh,
can
there
you
you
hear me
go.
now?
Yep.
Okay, I would say 2023 was really tough. I put myself last, it seems, all the times, and that was my worst thing, because that was my goal for the year. So my job with the family that I'm at right now is extremely demanding, more so than it should ever be. And then with my daughter and my grandbaby, it's just I'm spreading myself too thin. So I have to start to put myself first.
Good for you. Good. And later we'll talk about steps to achieving that goal. So good. I'm glad that you acknowledge that. It's so easy to do.
Mhm.
So easy to do. So
And
kudos.
lack of sleep, like you.
Yeah, let's get more sleep in 2024. Anybody else want to share? If not, no worries at all. No worries at all. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so let's set our intentions for 2024. Let's skip to the what are you intentionally focusing on this year? We already kind of covered 2023, but let's take a minute and talk about what you're going to focus on in 2024. All right, so I'm going to give you an example of how I set my intention. So I just wrote down 5 things. So I said rest and relaxation. Then I said find hobbies, join a gym, meal plan, create friend meetup days, and serve the community. So now that I have my list, I want you to do like a column next to that and put the how you're going to do that. So with rest and relaxation, I'm going to take 30 minutes every morning for me. I'll get up earlier and just have 30 minutes of quiet time, no phone in the next room, and just sit and be still just for me. I will also not get on social media 30 minutes before bed because I have the bad habit of just getting in the bed and scrolling. And then it's an hour later and I'm still scrolling. I'm like, why is it midnight? Okay. I need to put my limits back on my phone. That is a habit that I need to break like tonight. Okay. And then I have find hobbies. What are my hobbies that I want to do? I'm going to do golf lessons, learn bass lessons, and take dance classes. I put join a gym, and then I put when this week. So I think if you put like what and when, that will kind of help you achieve the goals. Okay, so you kind of see how I did that. So take a minute and put your what and when next to your intentions for 2024. Thank you, Elsie, for joining us. Right now, we're writing down our intentions and then we're putting down the what and putting when, setting dates for 2024. All right. Does anybody want to share one intention and then talk about the action steps you'll take and the goal date? Anybody?
So, my overall goal is taking care of myself and my home like I take care of my nanny and house manager families. So one of the thing is keeping my house clean and tidy so there's not like piles of stuff or laundry, um, like baskets and baskets of clean laundry. So I've been I'm planning on, and I've been the last week or two coming home from work where I'm still in that like boss mode, get things done, and working on the house for like 30 minutes and cleaning and meal prepping and doing all that stuff while I'm still in that zone. Um, so that's kind of what my intention is, to keep that up, going forward in the week and so forth.
I love that. And to put a little nugget in that, if you need to get a housekeeper, girl, get a housekeeper, okay? If you need to get meal prep and meal planning, get one. I think one thing I've learned from the nanny world is that it's okay to outsource your life. Like parents do it all the time. And I think nannies should too, because sometimes we're exhausted when we come home and it's like, I don't want to do anything. So call Billy the chef or whoever and get some meal planning. But I love that you set the time and everything with coming home and staying in that zone. So awesome, awesome. Anybody else want to share? No pressure. Love it. You signed up for Home Chef. Love, 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 love. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So I'm going to skip this next one, but let's go ahead and mind dump. I know we set our intentions and I know we set some goals and plans for 2024, but like, what is really on your mind? And I think sometimes when we really sit and just have some quiet time, we can really get those thoughts on paper. So just take a minute or two, dump whatever's on your mind. It doesn't matter what it is. Cheese, like you need to do the laundry, you want to try a new recipe, somebody made you mad yesterday and try, like put it all on paper. So we'll take 2 minutes to do that, okay? All right. Um, I will start off, but if you feel comfortable, you can read 2 or 3 things or 4 or 5 from your mind dump, okay? I'll read a couple of mine. Um, I don't like how a friend is always negative. These boxes in my house need to go. Where did this guy friend go that I was talking to? This other guy is texting me. He's really weird. Everybody is paying me in 2024. Um, I won't read the other ones, but literally that's stuff on my mind. And I'm just being really vulnerable. Anybody want to share your mind dump? Uh-oh. Sue, can you unmute? Looks like we got one in the chat box. More hikes, less TV. Almost every reminder is going, yes. Getting my house in order, ready for the week and time management. Love it. Anybody else got some mind dumps you want to share?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, I would say I need to get my apartment more organized. I'm always in a hurry
Hmm.
and make it a little bit neater. You know how it is. We come in, we dump our things down and we're planning and curriculum and all that. Leave the family that I'm working with because they're stressing me out to no end.
Hmm.
My grandson he'll be 3 in a couple of months and his speech is behind. So I'm trying to get him up and talking and put my foot down on my daughter a little bit harder. He has a speech therapist right now, but he's still a baby. And he's just not saying he's not he isn't nonverbal. He's just lazy speaking. Everything else is fine, but he's a big concern. Um, I need more foot and back massages.
Yes.
I have fibromyalgia, so there's some days that it's really painful. And get rid of a storage unit that I pay monthly on.
Mm.
That's always sitting there. I've had for like 6 years from when I was married. But the issue is I don't have anybody to help me go through it, so it takes a lot of time on my part. But yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Have you heard of TaskRabbit?
No, what is that?
So I don't know if it's in your area, but it's an app where you can hire taskers to come help. So I literally found a lady
Oh,
to come, I'll type it in the chat box. But I found a lady to come help me organize my closet. She was just like 25 an hour and she came for 3 hours. And I'm
oh
telling you, it
wow.
was the best $75 I had ever sent. Like crazy. TaskRabbit, they can come hang pictures, they can help you move stuff.
Oh
Like
wow.
yeah, so hopefully it's in your area. If
Okay.
not, I would look into those Facebook groups, see if anybody can just like come be a helper for a day and just pay them if you have it.
Hmm.
Because the last thing I feel like when you clean out clutter, it kind of helps your mind be more
Yeah.
like, so again, that's another thing that you can outsource, especially if your hands
Good.
are full. You have your grandson, your daughter, work, like
Hmm.
that's a lot for you. So see if you can
Hmm.
find some help. And if I think of anything else, I'll send it over to you.
Okay, good.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks for
Anybody
that
else want to
information.
share? Yeah. Abigail says laundry, enjoying my off on Monday and Tuesday of this week. Excited for dinner plans on Monday. Grocery prices. Yes. Those groceries are like literally I'm at a point where I want to farm. Let me just grow all of my own fruit and vegetables.
Mhm.
Listen, we can have a community farm. We all come together. But yeah, groceries are really going up. So I feel you on that one. Anybody else?
I want to create space for writing, learning to write poetry, swimming, learning to dance, hiking with my dog, art museums, cultural things, cooking and reading. How do I fit that in with my financial goals? Where is that balance?
Mm,
Um, and do it all.
wow. Wow. I want everybody to look up TaskRabbit when you have a chance. I think it sounds like we all kind of need some extra hands. We're only one person, we can only do so much. And like there's always going to be a project to do. But I always say there's somebody who would love to take on these tasks for me. So maybe ask around in Facebook groups if you don't have TaskRabbit, but I think that should be homework for the week for everybody is to see if you can find some help because you're going to have to find some time to rest. And if you're always doing projects, always like literally some is always popping up, then there will never be a break. So that's our homework. And I want you guys to follow up with me, okay? Uh, Tamira says she just did it and it's in her area, applying now. Good. I may have a discount code, so I'll see if I can find my code and send it to you guys. Awesome, awesome. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so let's talk about the vision board real quick. I'm going to stop sharing this screen and then I'm going to pull up a couple things. So if you don't have Pinterest, I highly recommend you get Pinterest. I have started a 2024, it's like Steph's vision board, and it's a secret board on Pinterest, simply because it's just something that I kind of want to have for myself. There may be some things I'm really not wanting to share with everybody, but let me see if I can find my Pinterest. Oh, okay, here we go. Can you guys, excuse me, can you ladies see this? Let me know. Can you see that? Okay, awesome. So I just made a board for myself. It is a secret board. And then I have a lot more work to do, but I started just finding words. So I found a pin. I'm healthy and filled with energy. Family is everything. I found some challenges, habits of successful women. So you kind of see how I'm starting to pin some things. I found the clean 15. So healthy food to eat. I am debt free. So Abigail, I'm there with you on that one. So I'm going to be adding just tons of things that I see for 2024. Now you can break it down. I'm happy to show you my other boards. And I'm probably going to be pulling from these boards. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So I have like a million boards on here. Okay.
Mhm.
I have food board, appetizer, and one thing I want to do in 2024 is do more meal planning. So I'm going to add some meal plans to this. And I feel like my life project management days are Thursdays. That's the day I go to the store because I don't want to do it on Friday and Saturdays because everybody's there. That's the day I do laundry. So I think also write down for your homework this week, find a day each week to do life project management. And then I'll show you how I am starting to manage mine. Okay. So I'm going to be pulling from all of my boards on Pinterest to go into my Steph 2024 board. Like I have stuff for Christmas. Now, Christmas is my thing, y'all. I literally go all in for Christmas. I have my Christmas decorations in a friend's storage because like that's how much I do. But that brings me joy. Okay. So that's your homework. Create a 2024 Pinterest board. Okay. I'm also going to show you Asana. Let me see if I can pull up Asana for you all. It is a project management tool that I have been using actually for business for years. So let me know, can you see this? Okay, I'm gonna type Asana in the chat box. So sign up for an Asana account, and what it is, it allows you to create boards, lists and things. So as you can see, it says Steph 2024 at the top. And each of my boards have like a title or whatever the goal is. So I have my goals for 2024 that I'm going to make a list of, and I'm going to go ahead and open that. So what you can do is create due dates. So I'll say by this Thursday, which is my project management day, I am going to have my goals written out, excuse me, by 5 p.m. You can also download the app with Asana and it'll send you reminders. So that is very helpful when creating your goals, your timeline, and all that. So I also have my action plan. So what am I going to do with health and wellness? I said I'm going to join a gym this week. I'm going to meal prep by Thursday, go to the grocery store on Thursday. I've also been using a lot of Instacart, y'all. It has saved me so much time. Also Uber Eats, they always have coupons and promotions. They had a 50% off groceries if you spent at least $50. I stocked up. I absolutely did. So I'm gonna do my due date by Thursday, time 5 p.m. You see how I'm getting really intentional with everything? I want you to do that and don't feel like you have to rush into it, but kind of start doing that. So I have my faith life, like I want to do more reading, scripture, Bible study, things like that. I want to manage my relationships. And I gave myself grace the last 2 years. You know, I had some friends say I wasn't as available. Where have you been? Like, guys, like I had a big loss. And so I've had to learn to give myself grace and to set boundaries with friends. Some people really don't know what a loss like that is like until they go through it. And I've had to learn to find people who understand me, even if that's outside of my own friend zone. So if that means that you have to find new circles of friends, do that. You don't, completely let them go, but sometimes you have to readjust. Like one day I'll tell y'all how crazy some people have been, but for my own mental health, like I literally had to set boundaries and not apologize for them. So Sue, when I hear you talking about your job is so demanding, and then you also have your family and you have your storage and you haven't done like there's probably going to have to be some boundaries set. So I guess getting a new family that aligns with your schedule is the number one goal. Like plan work around your life first. And I think that's something that I have had an issue with in the past. I'm like, okay, I'm working 7 to 7. How in the world will I have time to cook, clean, do everything I need to do if I'm working 60 hours a week? So I had to find another position that better fit me. So the whole goal with this is to plan everything else after you plan your life. Okay. So find a day for project management days. Okay. So I'm doing a decluttering plan. And I've actually started decluttering. I started in December and it's going really, really well. So I'm going to put timelines and dates and everything like that. I think everybody should have a joy journey that includes hobbies, things you love, and commit to them. So if you have wanted to take cooking classes, if you have wanted to take sewing classes, whatever you wanted to do, make sure you put that towards the top of your list. Whatever that looks like. If you want to start a garden, because it sounds like we all need to, the way these grocery prices are, then, find a gardening class, find YouTube videos, find books, you know what I mean? So just find those things and put them at the top before work. So schedule you before you schedule everything else. Okay. One thing I'm working on is my style. Like I just want to look better. I just turned 40 in December and I want things to be different. So I'm slowly but surely cleaning out my closet. And so I've added here I'm going to find pictures and put inspiration in Pinterest and also in Asana. And then I'm going to find winter fashion, spring fashion, summer, fall, and things like this. And then health and wellness is a big thing for me. So I made it its own thing. What do I want quarter 1 to look like? Quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Do I want to lose 15 pounds a quarter? Like, and then how am I going to do that? So you kind of see how I'm getting really, really like intentional with each goal. So that's the homework as well. So find your project life management days, set those goals, sign up for Asana, sign up for Pinterest, and let's get it popping. Abigail said, yes, job boundaries and friend boundaries, healthy ones and unapologetic so you aren't spread thin. Yes. I remember I had a friend tell me I put her on the back burner. I was like, well, sis, I just lost my mom. Everybody's on the back burner. That's what I said. Every single person is on the back burner, and I'm not going to apologize for it. She got it. She got it. And I'm telling you, sometimes as you grow in life, your friends are going to change. And if they don't like it, they're not real friends. You know, I have had to be like the most empathetic because people have gone through things that I've not gone through before. So I want to make sure that I'm a good supportive friend and like give people their space because I've needed it too. Um, yes, Jesse, schedule your life before you schedule your work. Yep. Write that down, everybody. Schedule your life before you schedule your work. So the whole goal of this is to get you to be the best you. Okay. So you kind of see how Asana works. You can also change things and do it by list, which is pretty cool. You can create a timeline. Well, you got to upgrade to do that. I'm not upgrading. Um, you can do a calendar, which is so awesome. You already see that it put my Thursday tasks here. So by Thursday by 5, I have to have my 7 goals and then my health and wellness plan. So I love Asana. I'm a fan. I love that you can add files. You can even add collaborators. I use it for business too. So like my VAs, we kind of collaborate with this. And I think you have to upgrade, yeah, for workflows. So anyway, definitely download Asana. It is a life and time saver. Okay. All right. So let me go back to our presentation and make sure you guys can see it. Any questions? I know I'm kind of going through this pretty quickly. I really can't wait to hear your updates and your journey with everything. So let's go back here. Full screen. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I talked about getting Pinterest. Right now I'm using Canva. You can also use Canva. I love Canva. Create boards in there. I think they already have preset boards, but if not, I can send you a template of a board that I have created, and you can just pull in pictures and do things like that. And then make sure it's organized. You know, you want it to make sense, how you best see fit. So whatever that looks like, make sure it is creative and just wonderful, and make sure it's you, okay? We talked about goal setting. So when you set your goals for the year, we kind of did this up front. Write down 3 to 4 steps to achieve those goals, okay? That is your homework for the week as well. Well, you can do your action plan. How can I put these steps into action? Who can I connect with? We're connected here. Also, think about finding an accountability partner. Whether that's another nanny friend, a sister or a brother, or just a friend that you have that you can trust. I have learned not everybody in your circle can be accountability partners, and that's okay too. So, you know, just kind of think about who you want to connect with. I'll be sending out some homework and just some check-ins so we can always be accountable for sure. Where do I need to go or immerse myself in to drive these goals? Do you need to maybe go to a coffee shop once a week and say, hey, let's jot this down? Is your home kind of caving in and you can't really think in the house? Maybe find a spot, go to a park or, you know, somewhere. I actually go to a co-working space a few times a week, and it literally allows me to just think, because when I'm at home, I will literally start doing something and then I'm like, oh, I need to water the plants, or, oh, I forgot to put those clothes in the dryer. So I'll have to leave just to, you know, find some time to think, and that's okay. And I do that without feeling guilty. So we already talked about resources: Pinterest, Asana, Canva. I think those three things will really, really help you stay on task, and make sure you have meetings with yourself. So again, my days are Thursdays. Find a day every week to have a self meeting. Okay, how are we looking? How's the progress going? Am I being intentional about this one thing? What can I do to better achieve this goal? I know one thing for me is I love setting my timer. Like when I don't feel like doing something, I'll say, hey, Google, set a timer for 30 minutes and I'll get to doing it. And then by the time that 30 minutes is up, I've literally done whatever I needed to do. So find those tools that work best for you. And honestly, that is all I have had tonight. I know I have talked quite a bit. I think that you have plenty of homework to do for this week. Let me know if you all would be open to something quarterly like this, just to hold each other accountable. Okay, yes. Okay, good, 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 good. I think we need it. I need it too. And then I'm definitely going to be sending out more emails. Again, I have given myself grace the last 2 years, but I'm really excited to really push forward and be more intentional with life and to really enjoy life. Like, I don't want to be the type of person that's like work, church, home, work, home, grocery store, back. Like, I want to be a little bit of work, lots of fun, trying new hobbies, working out. Like, I really want to build a life that I can carry out from here on out. And that when I get, in my season years, I won't say, man, I wish I would have, because I don't know anybody um personally who said, oh man, I wish I would have worked more. No, it's more so I regret not doing this thing. So why not do that now while we're all our ages? Like, I know we're all kind of different ages, but it is never too late to create the life you love. And so that is why I wanted to do this. Because I just, number one, care about people. I care about you. And I really care about nannies because I am one. And I remember I would take 4-hour jobs making like $60 to miss a birthday party, or to like not go out with my friends, or not to rest when I really wanted to, just for like $60. I'm like, why in the world did I do that? Like, because I didn't know how to manage money. I didn't know how to say no, because I would be afraid that they would fire me. Like, I was literally that nanny. Well, I can stay extra hour if you want more time. Of course they're going to say yes. But then I think about, oh, I have to go buy Chick-fil-A on the way home because I didn't cook for the whole week. And now I'm jeopardizing my health with all this salty and fried food. And so, I got tired of that, having high blood pressure, having high blood sugar, not taking control of my health. So it took me literally stepping back and saying, you know what? I'm going to live for me. And I'm telling you, as soon as I made that decision, my health got better. I started sleeping better. All of my back pain went away. I used to have terrible lower back pain. I mean, it was awful, awful. So I want to encourage you all to avoid as much of that as you can. Because if you don't, I'm telling you, your body will tell you when it's tired. You'll start getting headaches and aches and pains like out of the blue. And I want you to avoid that. Money will always come. You can always make money. And I think that's another thing too. We'll probably have to do a whole different one on money and be more creative and asking for raises and what can I do to get more income without doing more work. I feel like that's my whole lane. So sorry, I have blabbed for a while, but I'm really passionate about that. And so I'm excited to help so many of you. Tamara said, yes, I need it. Abigail, yes. Thanks for doing this. I love all the info you passed on. Oh, Soul Your Vibe. I love it. It does snowball on you. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. So we've got homework. Everybody find your life project management day. Get Asana. It's going to help you so much. Get Pinterest if you're not on there. We can follow each other. I'll give you my Pinterest name as soon as I find it. And yeah, let's do this. Let's make 2024 intentional. Okay. So I will send this out. I'm going to fix those typos. And yeah, I'll send you my notes and we'll go from there. You guys have any questions? You all good?
This has been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, Jessie. I'm so glad you could join us tonight. Thank you, Abigail, Tamara, Sue. Who else am I missing? Jessie, Millicent. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And oh, speaking of which, one more thing. So you guys know, you probably seen some of my announcements. So I just got back from Los Angeles yesterday. I went to do some site visits for our next retreat. So we're going to do like a nanny spring break here in Dallas, and it's going to be during National Nanny Training Day. So if you're already going to go to the one in your local area, absolutely go. But if you feel like taking a little trip, come to Dallas. We're going to do training day and then just a few events. But Los Angeles, California, I'm excited. I'm going to be announcing the hotel. The date is June 7th through the 9th of this year in LA. It is going to be so amazing. I viewed 5 hotels. And I think I know the one I'm going to pick. It's like a resort. It's just the best. So if you can make it to LA the first weekend in June, just a weekend of self-care. We're going to do a little exploring. You're going to be poured back into. It's just going to be great. I'll definitely tell you the hotel as soon as we sign the papers. People have already asked how much is it going to be. Usually early bird is $349, and then the regular rate is $399. Meals will be provided. A few spa services. Will have an option where you can come early and go to the spa. But it's just going to be great. And I started doing these retreats so that we can practice more self-care as nannies. There's nothing like this for nannies. We have the professional development, but we don't have any personal development. And so that is why I host retreats. So save the date. If you can't make the Dallas one, April 12th through 14th, totally fine. Or 13th through 15th. LA, that's the one. Okay. That's the one. We're also planning for the Carolinas and Cincinnati. Probably save it until 2025 because there's already some nanny things going on in October. And I just want to really be mindful of that. But spring and summer 2025, we'll do the other locations. But if you can, watch out for details for Dallas and LA. Okay. If you have no questions, then we'll go ahead and end. I will send out this replay. I've got more goodies coming, and I'll send all the links, all the things, and we'll go from there. Okay. Thank you for joining me. I love you all so much. And again, keep me posted. Send me a message. I'm always on Facebook Messenger. I'm always on Instagram. You can do Nanny Tees or my personal page, Stephanie Balcom, and I will respond. I'm always on there. But instead of 30 minutes before bed, because I'm going to get off 30 minutes before bed. Okay. All right. Love you, ladies. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.